Hello guys, I am Urban Fungus. You are watching Slender the Arrival with Xbox Tavern. Basically, here we have the console version of the PC game you will know and love. It has been brought to console. It's published and created by Blue Isle Studios, and here it is. If you haven't seen it before, the game is basically as follows. You are a female protagonist. She is currently, as you're watching now, to start the game off, is beautiful little surround. You walk into a female's house called Kate. That is where the game takes a twist. Basically, the story I have gained so far is there is a tall figure, otherwise known as the Slender Man. And children have gone disappearing, people are missing. You are finding out, armed with your trusted little camcorder, you are to figure out what is going on. Now, the game itself is a fantastic game. I will be honest, it's not the longest game in the world, but having said that, it has so much replay value. It's brilliant. I've played it multiple times, over and over again. The great thing about it, in certain things you will see in this video, that certain areas where you have to find things and unlock things, they're never in the same place. You will never see the same layout in the map. There, for instance, when you're looking for 8 pages of a book, pages will always be in different places on different things in different areas. They will never be in the same place. You can't map in your mind where they're all going to be, so you can't run to them straight away. Same with the generators. You've got to turn some generators on. I believe there's 8 generators. No, is there 8 generators? I believe. But again, they're not going to be in the same place. And obviously, it's not hard enough already trying to find 8 generators in the dark, in the pitch black, armed with nothing but a flashlight. But you're also up against the fact that you have the Slender Man on your tail. Now, as you can see here, this is the first section, as it were, when Slender Man is now constantly on your case. You have now got to find 8 pages. They are sprawled everywhere in this little map. Now, there are generally, rule of thumb, on an item or in a building. Now, that item or building could be moved all over the place. And as you see, I've just clicked on one of the 8 pages. If you've played this before, you know the moment you've got one, that's it. You've got to run, you've got to find the other 7 pretty quick. Now, the game itself is a very, very dark and gritty game. The only time you're safe is in little kind of almost checkpointy areas where the game is nice and bright. As you can see there, Slender Man was already on my case. The only time you're safe is when it's nice and bright and light in the middle of the daytime. When it's dark, you know you're going to have someone on your case. Like that. Now, this was the first time I ever played this game. I've seen videos and I've seen reviews on the PC versions of it before, and I've seen a lot of people screaming. Now, I can fully justify it, because if you play with this in the dark, with your headset on, volume up, will possibly wake the neighbours. It does make you jump. Now, it takes a lot to make me jump on horror films or anything like that. I'm not very, I'm not really afraid of many things like that. But this did give me the EBGBs a couple of times, just to suddenly make me jump. It is very, very good at that. So, I mean, I'd give it a recommend if you're into kind of survival horror almost games. But, as you say, it's a fantastic looking game. And of course, as I say, the great thing about it is it's always different. It's never the same. I mean, you could be walking around for hours lost, and then play it next 5, you die, you play it again. You could be done in 5 minutes. It's always different. Now here you see, this is the second area we've got here. This is basically, you are now entering a mine, and you've got to find generators. Now the generators, as I say, are exactly the same as the pages. They are all over the place, all different. Now the first time I did this, I did it my second attempt, because all the generators were on the ground floor and they were pretty much all smack bang next to each other. Whereas the first time I did it, they were spread on 2 floors all over the place. Now with the game as well, not only do you have Slender Man, who's this 7-foot faceless angry man in a well-groomed suit, he seems to bring friends to the party, because In the second level, you get to meet another character who will chase you down, and the same in the third little area when you're in on the farm, as it were. You also get to meet a lovely, wonderful, lovely character. So there's lots of different people around. So guys, if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, feel free to come and check us out, xboxtavern.com. I've been Urban Fungus, and remember, lock your doors.